What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Microsoft with the ticker symbol MSFT. The last time I looked at this company was back on August 18th, so it has been a few weeks. Please read the description below if you'd like to see the services I provide. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. It does mean a lot. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only and does not constitute any financial advice. We will start out the technical analysis by going over what I've seen on the daily chart and potential price targets. Then we'll take a quick look on the weekly chart to wrap it all up. Just to let you guys know, this was a viewer's request, so if you have any other charts you would like to see, and if I have time, drop them down in the comments down below, and when I get a chance, I can do them for you guys. So let's take a look on the daily chart, and the first thing that I noticed was that Microsoft created this channel right here, this slim channel, and then we had a breakout set and two legs up to a new high, and pretty much the measured move goes right to that gap, and I'm going to show you guys right now. So this was the first leg up right here, and then we had that red bar sell-off, and if I just drag it up to the bottom of the correction, which is right around here, that's the lowest point of this sideways correction, and then if I drag it up, pretty much at that 297 level, and that's where we had that gap. So that's why we're going sideways right now. We kind of met the target already, so we could possibly be inside of a larger channel, and I'm going to show you guys right now what that channel could be like. And it looks like we could be inside this one right here, because this also fits really nicely against the top and bottom. Let's change that color. Let's make it darker. Let's make it orange. So it looks like we could be inside of this larger orange channel. So either way, it looks like prices are in an uptrend, and we're making higher highs and higher lows. The EMA is pointing up, and every time we come to the EMA, we get a bounce. We get this rejection right here. We get this rejection. So this is a very strong trend. It's even more than 45 degrees. It's probably about 60 degrees. So it's not something shorts want to jump in on, because the corrections are very small. Look at the corrections. They're pretty much just going sideways. They're not even pulling back that much. So pretty much every pullbacks or correction is a buying opportunity, and that's what the bulls see. So right now, it's really hard to tell when we're gonna sell off, but it's pretty much coming. The party's gonna end soon, because you're not gonna go up forever, but it's a very strong trend. You don't want to be picking any tops, so you kind of gotta ride what the big boys want to do. So right now, for the past couple weeks, it looks like prices have been range bound since the 20th of August. So it's just pretty much going sideways. So we're kind of at the bottom of the range. So we could get something like what happened back on the 27th, where we got this little bounce up to the top. So we could get something like that, something like this. Let me draw it out. So it looks like we could go back up to the highs, or even make a new one, and just by a little bit, especially since this was a break outside of the larger trend channel. See, normally if we get a break outside of a channel, we're gonna get two legs up to a new extreme. So it's either two legs up to a new high or two legs down to a new low. So this was the previous high. We had that break outside on July 20th, and then we had one leg up, correction, two leg up, and that's pretty much where prices went. So same thing for this bigger trend channel. Since we had this break outside here, probably get two legs up to a new high, or pretty much just one leg. But it's pretty bullish, the price action right now. We're at the low side of this current congestion area, and we're at the EMA, and we just had that breakout size, so I expect a retest of the high or even a new one. Or this could be just a really large bull trap, because there is a little correction moving down. It's not really played out. It doesn't look like it. It could be. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. No, it looks like there's a little downtrend channel working lower. Hopefully you guys can see that. See how all these bars are inside of this channel right here. So I personally would not go long if I was trading this, just because of this. If I wanted to go long, I would need to see something like another bounce up and a pullback, and then I would probably be bullish, because that would be like a double test of this low, kind of like a triple bottom. So right now it would be a, aggressive long, right? Because we could go lower just a little bit more. So that's pretty much what I see for the nearest price action, or the earliest. So let's just zoom out on this daily chart, and let me show you guys this larger measured move. So we pretty much already met this measured move too. So this was the first leg up, and then we just went sideways for a long time, a few months. So if I move it to the lows of that correction, it would be right around here. And if I put a horizontal line at the tip of the arrow, it would be pretty much right at that other smaller measured move. So pretty much that's where prices wanted to go the whole time, right at that 297 level, and that's pretty much prices already reached it. We had that little gap right here, and then prices came back to fill it. So right now we're just going sideways. It's really hard to tell where prices want to go exactly, because the measured moves, I don't see any other measured moves that I could possibly use on here, but we could make that new high in the coming weeks. But then I do expect kind of like a sell-off or a correction bigger than the ones we've been getting. Let me show you guys this other possible channel that could be in play right now. Let me just zoom in just a little bit more. So looks like we could be inside of this channel right here. I believe these are the lows of it. Or if I drag it across, get a lot of touches on the lows. If I drag it up to the highs, that makes sense. So it looks like we are pretty close to the highs of the channel, and when we get to the highs of the channel, what do you expect? You expect prices to go back to the lows of the channel. That happens a lot of times on the smaller channels and the larger channels. So we're kind of getting up here. I personally would not buy Microsoft. That doesn't mean you guys can't, right? But I wouldn't buy. I would just look for some other stock that's more has a better opportunity to continue higher. I mean, this can continue higher, but how much more, right? Let's just use the percentage tool right here from the price right now and where I expect it to go. Make a new high, maybe like another 3-4%, and let's just say even goes up 5. I mean, that's a lot. Sooner or later we're gonna have to pull back. So maybe a 5% gain for what you potentially could lose, which is a pullback all the way to the lower side of the channel, maybe like a 10% or even like a 15% loss. I wouldn't risk it. You know, it's not something I would be interested in unless you want to hold for the very, very long term, maybe 10 or 15 years. But for a trade right now, taking a long would be aggressive. I would wait for more confirmation. But if we do continue any direction, it will probably be up, just because this trend is really strong and looks like we just had that first break outside. So we could potentially make that new high before seeing a correction, and I'll let you guys know what happens. So let's just take a quick look on the weekly chart now. I want to make this channel more interactive, so please leave a comment down below on what charts you guys would like me to do an analysis on, and also what stocks you guys are looking at, because me personally, I'm looking at Alibaba. I'm waiting for it to continue lower. I mean, I might be kind of getting greedy here because it's already at a huge discount, but I'm just waiting for lower prices before I go in on that stock. Another stock I'm interested in is SPCE. I believe space travel is the future, and that could be pretty much like the next Boeing, right? It could have that type of market cap in the future. So it's a good bet that I'm going to take on that, but I'm just going to wait for lower prices also on that. So those are the two stocks I'm looking at. I'm curious to hear what you guys want to buy or sell. So let me know in the comments down below. So let's take a look on the weekly chart, and the weekly chart, I pretty much see this channel right here. Let me go ahead and adjust it a little better. So on the weekly chart, it doesn't really look good for the longs, just because we're kind of far away from the EMA, and let me show you guys why. So that's pretty much the channel that I believe prices are holding inside of. Let me just adjust it a little better. So this is the yellow channel, looks like is the one that's in play right now. So like I said before, since prices are far away from the EMA acts as a magnet, the exponential moving average, that's what it stands for. So every time we get far away from the EMA, prices want to pull back to it. Every time you get far away, it wants to pull back. Look at pretty much every time. Look at where I circle it. Once we get far away from the EMA, prices want to pull back to it. So look what happens. So that's pretty much several times price got extended from the EMA and we pull back slowly to it. So what do you think is going to happen now? Like it could go up a little higher, right? But sooner or later I'm expecting a pullback. So it could pull back down to like that 270 level or 280 level. We just gotta wait and see. That's what it looks like on the weekly chart, especially since we kind of had this push outside on this yellow channel. So that could lead to a break outside on this lower side of the channel. But that could be in the coming months or towards the end of the year. But on the daily chart, we're still pretty bullish, and it could stop out a lot of shorts who are trying to pick a top. So I do expect prices to continue higher. I just don't know for how long. It's very hard to tell. But sooner or later, I do expect a large correction in the future. But for right now, I'm going to stick with my analysis. And if anything changes drastically, I'll give you guys an update. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel since you might be surprised on what you could learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel since we want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.